We're back. Make sure we're good here on the stream. Audio, video. Looking good. Chat's here. Okay, so there is a press conference coming up. I haven't even had time to situate myself. I wasn't even home. But I rushed back because I heard of this presser. Let me put on the dispatch audio. Let me just do this. Chester County. Cavalcante. So they found the van. Damn it. Ooh, it's thundering outside too. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Okay. Let me send myself that article. The map here. Bro, I'm like frazzled. Frazzled. Okay, so we have a press conference coming up. They found the van. I was getting blown up, which I appreciate. I was getting blown up. People telling me about this press conference and this whole thing with this. Where's it at? I think I have the link here on the computer.
26 call 33. Call 33. I'm going to be out in front of 104 in Emmanuel Boulevard. It's just off Snyder Avenue with a white Honda sedan with the driver's side door open.
Hey guys, are you ready? Welcome. Just give me a second. I'm getting situated. I jumped down a little late, so I know everybody's watching, other YouTubers. Thank you for coming by, though. I guess Nick is still sleeping. He's got to be in a deep slumber.
26-33, registration Delta Romeo Echo 9802. Come.
Okay, here we go.
Authorities believe Cavalcante has changed his appearance and used a stolen van to move further north, causing the manhunt to shift as well. Police posted these pictures of a man they say is Cavalcante, now clean-shaven, outside of a home in East Pikeland Township. Action News reporter Caroline Goggin is live in nearby Spring City, where there was another sighting. Caroline, we understand the van has been found, and this is a very fluid situation. It seems authorities may be moving their search efforts again.
Yeah, Nydia, a lot of developments in the last half hour or so. We know that the search for Danelo Cavalcante, it had moved up here to northern Chester County near Phoenixville overnight. We now know that state police have left this area near Phoenixville. And we also know, per our Action News sources, that the van that Cavalcante apparently stole and was driving, that van has now been found. And that pictures of him that were captured on home surveillance video, they were captured at the home of a friend of Cavalcante's.
Whoa, wait, what? Hell no, to the no. Let's see a second here. They're captured at a friend, huh?
2 miles.
Okay, here we go, see here. Chester County Prison. Okay, this is the...
Or just about a 4-minute drive from the Chester County Prison. Ooh. Today marks day 11 of the search for Cavalcante, who escaped from the Chester County Prison on August 31st. The 34-year-old from Brazil was being held in the prison after being convicted of murdering his ex-girlfriend. Up until now, the search for him has been focused in Pocopson and East Marlboro townships near Longwood Gardens. That's about 20 miles or 40 minutes south of the Phoenixville area, where these newest sightings of him were reported and where residents are on edge.
It's very worrisome. You know, the problem now is he's evidently got a truck or something. So he's out of the perimeter now. He can go anywhere. He can just keep popping in and out of different cars and moving on his way. So it's, I guess from their standpoint, it's a little bit different tracking him now.
It's been difficult, but it's even more difficult now that it's in our backyard. And really, we're not surprised because this is...
It's storming really nasty too. Hopefully I mean, I have the computer on a battery, but the power cut out early when I was just sitting here. If just flash cut on, cut back on. So hopefully nothing happens. So they're holding a press conference today at 2 p.m. Eastern at the Paul Marlin Fire Company, 36 Firehouse Drive in Kennett Square. And Lieutenant Colonel Bivens will be speaking. And they're going to stream it on this page, Facebook page, right? So we'll see. We'll keep refreshing.
Where he's familiar.
Yeah, we do know that Cavalcante had family in this area. We know his ex-girlfriend, the one he was convicted of murdering, she also had family in this area. But again, Pennsylvania State Police tell us in the last half hour that they had moved their search of food in northern Chester County, especially near Phoenixville, but they have now moved out of this area. So that should be some relief for residents around here who were very much on
So they moved out of Phoenixville area too?
Edge this morning. Right now, state police, they're asking anyone with any information to make sure you reach out to them, call 911 immediately, or call their...
How do I think the pressure will go? I have no idea. I hope that they put a little bit of... The reporters ask some good questions, press them a little bit, but no idea. And I think Nick is probably resting, sleeping. I was showing the map earlier today. We were streaming earlier this morning, and trying to fix this here. Let me refresh this, by the way. Refresh this first. Okay, so for those, as you remember, let me see. Where's this dairy farm thing right here?
3-2 units status.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
So the van was stolen from this Bailey dairy farm. And he was spotted up in here in Phoenixville on, I guess, Ring camera. Oh, this was the police search today at 12:45 p.m.
Anyone Mary 50, I'm clear from Nether Lane.
I spotted a white van. So this is a place called Phoenixville, 40 miles away from the area. And then now we have this new updated information, I think. What's this? 12 p.m. will update with full parameter once it's known. I wonder if this guy is listening to the parameter updates. Cavalcante. Area. Oh, so this is the area the van was found. Van was found in this area.
Hey, team at Paul Floor. Copy the hemorrhage. Number 12, 12, Sweetbriar Route.
Ooh, potential sighting. Okay, so I wonder if he got a new vehicle. We already knew that he was going to have to ditch this van. He might even have this link. Cavalcante might be watching this shit, checking out the updates, refreshing the page while on the road. So yeah, he would have known to ditch this vehicle. Cavalcante.
Unit 0 at Paul 5, MDT check for a fence on it.
Damn. That's what we're here for, here for the press conference. Yep. Cavalcante. We're waiting for it to start. It's at 2 p.m. 10 minutes. Let's see here. I mean, so this guy could be anywhere, really. especially if he has a vehicle. If he got another vehicle.
4744.
And last night, I believe
Yeah, 4744.
the police took 4 hours to respond. They didn't take it seriously. I hear. So he had,
4744. Can you show me out on traffic stop? 400 block of Helipcoter.
he had quite a bit of time to
Any
get the hell
bike
out.
with no registration. My status will be fine.
So the vehicle, he was in Phoenixville. He stole the van down here by the farm, the dairy thing. The vehicle was spotted over here, Phoenixville, and then now they found the vehicle. They found the van, and it was found in this area over here. Some place called Welkin Weir. Welkin Weir. Oh, they're searching barns 37 minutes ago. Let me show you this picture. Let's see. Oh. Well, them boys looking over there now. Them boys looking. That's the barn on the corner of Nat Meal and Coventryville Road. Oh, weird shit is that? This is the van being found. Oh, there it is. Oh, they towed it. They got that shit. Mm-hmm. Let me grab that for a thumbnail. Man. Okay. Let's see what else we got. The press. Oh, yeah, another shot of it. He's sleeping in the back. Who's? Let's go. Good shot.
Thing. Go right here.
Wow.
Thing. Go right here. This is
I think he wants to come this way.
Get the back.
He's sleeping in the back. Just go.
Yeah.
Thing. Go right here. This is
You know what else that somebody noticed this as well that was interesting? With this one picture, it literally has some Clorox shit in his hand. Let me just update this thumbnail real quick. I'm going to start carrying my laptop everywhere because I could have set up this stream ahead of time and I didn't have my laptop on me. I'm going to start, when I'm going out to do things, I'm going to start carrying it with me. So I can set things up if I'm on the go. I can do it in advance. Okay, so let me show you the picture that I'm talking about. Somebody pointed this out on Twitter. The stuff that he was holding. We got a few more minutes, guys, before the presser. Let me just refresh the page, make sure they haven't started yet. No, nothing yet. All right, and let me just do a scan online real quick. And I appreciate you guys coming, man. Thank you. I know you could be anywhere. There's a lot of people streaming, so thank you for hanging out with me as I choke. All right, nothing yet. So this picture, look at this. That looks like the Clorox things for the toilet. Is that his? It looks like, I guess it's his. know if that's his stuff, I guess. Or was that sitting there? Looks like he's leaning over a rail or something. And did he know this person? Why be so comfortable ringing that doorbell? What he got in his hand? And somebody said beer? That's definitely Clorox, this blue box. An umbrella. Let me check again. Let's check.
You need to be mindful to email transport your patient.
Nothing. Email. Cavalcante. Another view. Let's see. Oh, cool. Thank you, Ellie, for tagging me in this. If you guys could hit the like button too, don't forget. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, okay. Carly says that's just sitting on the person's stairs. He has something smaller and gray in his hand. Okay, so that's not his stuff. Email me at iCkEdMeL@gmail.com if you need to send me something. I try to respond. I can't always respond, but I try to. A lot of emails.
You know, 145 copy of the Providence accident. North Wall Street, Pearl Street,
Oh
North
my
Wall.
god. Wait, what's YouTuber?
Vehicle's now blocking.
Breaking YouTuber attempts to carjack some lady at Wawa? What? No.
So I'm.
I don't know.
45 401 Longview Drive, 401 Longview Drive. For criminal mischief, 2 teen subjects in a silver Honda Civic, unknown registration. Been opposite the beach front door. The P registration. I don't know what the plate number was. Last seen on Longview Drive in Tree Lane 3 minutes ago. Passenger was white male, lean, stem build, brown and white shirt.
Somebody commented on that he didn't try to jack him. He just opened the wrong. He got into the. Oh, he tried to open the wrong car or something by accident. So I don't know.
Where's that? Yeah, 52 ball 47 89 Falcon Lane 89 Falcon Lane. You must be in that shot for a fall.
Suppressor time. Where's it at?
Okay.
Nothing yet. Nothing on the page. All right, guys, keep your eyes peeled for the press conference. Still don't have it. Oh, let me show you this other view in the meantime.
Sweet, well, doing good.
You need to be positive.
Somebody tagged me, right? Let's see who tagged me in that. Oh. There it is. It's 2 o'clock. Let me check again. Facebook. There it is. There it is.
Good afternoon. My name is Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens, Deputy Commissioner of Operations of the Pennsylvania State Police. Joining me today is District Attorney Deb Ryan, Chief County Detective David Sasa, Rob Clark from the U.S. Marshal's Office, ASAC Jamie Milligan, FBI Philadelphia, Commander Andrew Regan, U.S. Border Patrol, and Director Bill Messerschmidt, Chester County Emergency Management. There have been a significant number of developments in this investigation over the past 24 hours. Earlier this morning, at approximately 12:30 a.m., PSP was made aware of a sighting of Cavalcante in the East Pikeland area of Chester County. Our investigation yielded the following occurrences. Sometime during the evening of September 9th, Cavalcante stole a 2020 Ford Transit van from an area approximately 3/4 of a mile from the perimeter we were maintaining near the Longwood Gardens property. The keys had been left in the van.
Oh boy.
And the theft was not noticed until PSP canvassed the area looking for a possible stolen vehicle after a report of a sighting of Cavalcante in the East Pikeland area. It was determined Cavalcante used the van and traveled to that area. At 9:52 p.m., he attempted to contact an individual he had known and worked with several years prior.
Oh, we've known him 7 years prior. This is the only feed. It's through their Facebook page.
Cavalcante spoke with the individual via a video doorbell at that residence and inquired about meeting with that individual. The individual was at dinner with his family and did not respond to meet Cavalcante. Cavalcante left that residence. The homeowner eventually returned home, reviewed his doorbell recording, and called local police. PSP received a call about this in the morning on September 10th, 2023.
What time?
This was our first indication that Cavalcante had been able to travel from the area of Longwood Gardens. Photos of Cavalcante were downloaded from a video doorbell and have already been provided to the media. And some of those photos are here adjacent to the podium. You will note that Cavalcante is now clean-shaven and wearing a bright green hooded sweatshirt. Investigators were also made aware of another sighting in the Phoenixville area in which Cavalcante appeared at a residence of another old work associate at 10:07 p.m. That associate was not home, but a female resident observed Cavalcante and called her friend. That friend responded to the residence and eventually placed a call to local police. Police investigated and then notified PSP. During that investigation, there was an indication of a white vehicle possibly being used by Cavalcante. An updated photo of Cavalcante was provided to state and local law enforcement at 2:30 a.m. Using the description provided, at 5:20 a.m., investigators identified a vehicle from the Longwood Gardens area which fit the description of the vehicle operated by Cavalcante. Upon contacting the vehicle owner, the owner realized their vehicle had been stolen. Further investigation revealed the keys had been left in the vehicle. Law enforcement nationwide was immediately notified of the theft, and an alert was provided to state and local law enforcement at 5:37 a.m. After an extensive search, the vehicle was discovered abandoned in a field behind a barn in East Nantmeal Township at 10:40 a.m. Investigators have been searching the area around that location since that time. We are obviously very concerned that Cavalcante has or will attempt to steal another vehicle to facilitate his escape. As a reminder, we ask for the public's help by familiarizing themselves with the updated photographs and description of Cavalcante, to check security cameras they have, and to call us immediately if they believe they may have seen him. Again, we ask residents to please secure homes, outbuildings, and vehicles. This most recent incident is a reminder that he will take advantage of any opportunity to obtain items he needs. It is also imperative that anyone with information about Cavalcante contact us immediately so we can act on it in a timely manner. I have told you from the start of this manhunt that we were conducting a multifaceted investigation which includes strong investigative and technological components. Those aspects become even more important now. We will aggressively continue this investigation with our federal, state, county, and local partners until we successfully bring Cavalcante back into custody. Cavalcante is considered extremely dangerous, and there is a reward of up to $20,000 offered for information leading to his capture. Anyone with information is asked to call our tip line at 717-562-2987. 717-562-2987. I know this is an extremely stressful time for the community. I assure you, we are doing everything possible to bring this to a successful resolution as quickly as possible. I also want to make mention of a special thank you to Longwood Gardens. I will tell you that for some time, the past several days, we have had to essentially take over that property, and they have been very, very accommodating, and I appreciate that. Not everyone and not every business or organization would be as accommodating, and so I thank them. And with that, I will be happy, and as will the others here, to take any questions that you may have.
How do you allow this to happen? I mean, you had 400 officers within this perimeter. You had it closed down to a 4 square miles, I understand it. Yet he somehow slips through this perimeter and then is spotted in Phoenixville. How do you explain that?
Well, what I would tell you is that, as I've said from the very beginning, there are a number of challenges in any investigation. No perimeter is 100% secure, ever. We did a very good job, and I will tell you, I applaud the men and women who were out there standing in some very difficult conditions and trying to secure that perimeter. I'm not going to make an excuse to you. I wish it had not happened. Unfortunately, there are a lot of circumstances, there are a lot of issues associated with that property. Tunnels, very large drainage ditches, things that could not be secured. You couple that with weather, aviation being down for a night. There are a number of reasons. Again, no excuses. We took on the responsibility. We gave it a very good effort. We gave it an exceptionally good effort, and I applaud the men and women who've done the job.
Is there a reason to believe there were underground tunnels?
There are underground tunnels there.
You provided blueprints along with gardens? Did the management there facilitate you in that aspect?
They did help us with blueprints, and as a matter of fact, there's additional construction that also has other tunnels and drainage areas that are under construction. Those cannot be secured. It's really that simple. So you do the best you can with any given circumstance. It's no different when it's a wooded search. It's no different when there are challenges with every one of them. And so we do the very best that we can. Our people did a great job, and I applaud them. I wish that he had not been able to slip through there, but that does happen sometimes, and that's why we don't simply rest on our laurels and say, okay, we're going to take one approach. I will tell you, I mean, to give you some idea, I brought you all in here on Friday and showed you the scope of this. I nearly doubled the planning for 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Our plan had been to go close to 600 members of law enforcement to do one massive sweep of that entire piece of property. There's a huge amount of planning goes into that, and working around weather and some of those other kinds of things. So it is not for a lack of trying that this occurred. We'll fall back, as we do in any other investigation. When something doesn't go our way, we'll fall back to something else. In the end, I am confident we will capture him, and we will bring him back into the criminal justice system.
So you believe that Cavalcante?
I'm sorry, sir.
We're hearing that his sister was arrested.
Where is it?
Currently, we're up in a little more in the northern part of the county. I do not have a perimeter secured up there. We're searching an area around where we recovered the van, but there are a number of other pieces of information that are in play that don't require a perimeter and are the focus of our efforts at this point.
What's Cavalcante's family's involvement at this point? His mom was assisting you earlier, but we're now hearing that his sister's been arrested by ICE and possibly for deportation.
That is accurate.
And do you believe that he's getting cooperating? Do you believe that he's getting any assistance from those family members or anyone else in this community?
As always, I'm not going to comment on what assistance he may or may not be receiving, but we take steps to try and minimize or eliminate that assistance, and that's exactly what we've done at this point.
Where's the focal point of the search right now?
The physical search right now is near the recovery of that van. But again, there are a number of other things in play that don't require that physical presence up there, and those are all equally or even more important at this point.
Do you still believe he is in Pennsylvania and probably Chester County? Have other special forces come in over the last few hours to support your efforts from other states? And then anything you tell us about the victim's family right now?
I do believe that he's still in Pennsylvania. I can tell you that the victim's family remains under protection, and we assure them that they will be fully protected through all of this. And I'm sorry, what was the other part of your question?
Additional support coming in from other states?
Yes, as always, we adjust. You know, I just mentioned the planning that had, obviously I couldn't disclose to you ahead of time, but the planning that was going into tomorrow's efforts. We were bringing even more resources in. What we're doing now is shifting, again, based on the nature of how I see the investigation playing out and going forward. All of our partners here are doing an amazing job of shifting now and bringing the resources we need to bear. Yes, sir.
Can you repeat the location of where that van was located, just so we make sure we have that right? And then also, this video or these images that you're sharing with us, what has the person who shared these images told you about what he's saying through this Ring camera? What is he asking for? Does this tell you that he's now trying to get support from associates?
So the first part of your question, East Nantmeal Township in Chester County. The second part, I'm not going to be specific, but yes, he is absolutely, I'll give it a general characterization. He is absolutely looking for support. He needs that support. He doesn't have it. Yes, ma'am.
How did he get from Longwood Gardens over to Bailey's Farm and nobody saw him? If there's police cars all along Falling Hill, Northbrook, the last 2 days, like how come nobody saw him? How did he get there?
Well, ma'am, first of all, you've got darkness, you've got a variety of weather conditions, and you've got some fairly rugged terrain. And I mentioned, drainage ditches, underground tunnels, all of those kinds of things. There are a lot of factors. Until I capture him or we capture him and I or others have an opportunity to interview, and if he would share that, I guess then we'll know. But until then, I don't know how he got over there. I wish I did. I could speculate on a couple of possibilities, but I can tell you that, again, no perimeter is 100% secure. We do the best we can. Most times, we're able to secure it adequately.
For clarification, these images from the doorbell camera, they were from his acquaintance's home?
These were from, yes, it was, when I say an acquaintance, it was someone he had worked with several years ago. I'm not suggesting that they have a relationship with him now. It was someone that he has worked with, but he sought out their assistance.
What's your indication that, he might have a weapon or anything? Is there anything from any of these videos or anything that's just an indicator?
I don't have any substantive proof right now that he has a weapon, but clearly he has been in residences, businesses, and in vehicles, at least one, that I can't say what may or may not have been in any of those locations that he had access to.
How much does this cost so far? How much more do you all?
Yeah, tell me. I want to know. How much does it cost?
I got to tell you, I'm not tracking the cost right now. We're doing what it takes to
a lot.
To successfully run this investigation. In terms of what we need, I will tell you that our partners have been amazing. Anything that I've asked for, anything that they have suggested, because there's a lot of expertise standing behind me and in the room over here. Anything that has been reasonably suggested by any of us, each of us steps up and accommodates with those resources.
What do you think you're going to use, though, to try to elevate this search?
Well, again, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but I've suggested all along that there are a number of investigative and technological pieces that can be brought to bear. That is where this shifts until such time as we have him in a position where we're prepared to try and contain and capture him again.
Are you prepared
Yes,
to
ma'am.
characterize this as a nationwide manhunt?
Just 1 minute, sir.
Are you aware of any vigilante type people who are trying to help you guys, or citizen cops out there? I mean, there's a YouTuber who's running around.
Yes, I have heard that that's the case.
How do you reconcile what the professionals are doing with what the amateurs are doing? Are they helping you in any way, or not at all?
They're not helping us at all, and in fact, they become a hindrance. Again, some of the technology, some of our resources have to be diverted at times when they insert themselves into a scene. It's not helpful. I wish they wouldn't do it. I've asked that they not. But, I can't stop them in some cases from doing it.
Are you prepared to characterize this as a nationwide manhunt now that he's broken the perimeter, had access to a vehicle, could potentially leave the state?
We have always looked at the potential that it could be a nationwide manhunt. The resources that are standing here with me already make it a nationwide manhunt. The information is being shared as appropriate across the country. This morning, before we even had a full picture, the information we had was being shared with appropriate law enforcement all across the country. And so we keep our law enforcement partners apprised of the progress or the setbacks, for that matter. And we work with them as necessary. So certainly, going forward, any information that we think is appropriate or could even potentially be utilized by partners will be shared, and the agencies represented here are in a position to do that.
Do you think that the officials you were getting intel about Cavalcante, those who knew him best, prison guards, prosecutors, do you think that they underestimated how resourceful he is, how resilient he is? I mean, pretty impressive so far.
how he's been able to get around. Do you think that was?
No, I don't think anyone underestimated him. I think everyone knows that he is somebody that comes from a background where he has endured some hardship, and there's no doubt he is willing to endure some hardship now. His choice is to go to prison for the rest of his life. He chooses not to do that. Unfortunately, that is not what's going to prevail in the long run. And so he is very determined. We are even more determined. He will be held to justice, and we're going to bring him back into custody.
Two quick questions. Do we know where he got the hoodie and presumably the razor to shave? Was this at the dairy farm or another break-in?
The hoodie was at the dairy farm. I don't know about the razor.
And then the second question is, we know that in 2021, some people in Phoenixville helped him as he was trying to escape. Is the gentleman that he tried to reach out to one of those people?
I am aware of that information, and I don't want to comment any further on that right now.
What is your message
yes,
to
ma'am.
anyone who's trying to help?
Chance. So August 22nd, on or about, is when he was convicted, and he might have had come in contact with people. Is there any chance, upon that conviction and the people he was talking with, that he hatched this plan to escape on a certain day? I mean, it looked like he had a little help in the prison getting out. He had that watchdog guy there. But is there any thought that he started this whole process upon the day he was convicted? Like, is there any way to tell his defense attorney, etc.?
I don't know that there's a way to tell that it was that specific day. Do I think he has been trying to plot this? Yes. Do I think he took advantage of an opportunity that presented itself that other inmates told him about from a different inmate escaping that way? Yes, I think he took advantage of that opportunity. But he has any number of opportunities from the time he is convicted or even prior to have contact with his attorney, with family members, and so forth. And so at any point along the way, the plot could be hatched or the plot could be continued as it goes on. At this point, I am not in a position to say that on a specific day that's where it was hatched. Yes, ma'am.
What's your message to those in the community who may be trying to assist him in this, and what kind of charges could they face?
They will be prosecuted vigorously if we can prove that they assisted him. And the types of charges depends on the type of assistance. But we have the district attorney here, and I don't want to speak for her, but I'm certain that she is well prepared to prosecute anyone who assists in any way.
Yes, sir. Do we know anything about where he worked in Chester County prior to the murder in 2021? He seems to know the area pretty well. And also, President Biden's sister lives in Kennett Township, where Secret Service called in at all.
First, yes, we do have a lot of information on his background, and all of that factors into the overall investigation. Secret Service would be one of many federal partners that has access to information, and certainly anything that might pertain not only to anybody that lives here, but visits or so forth. They would have full access to anything that they needed.
Was it mushroom farms or equestrian farms where he worked?
I'm not going to go into all of his background, but we have looked into that. Yes,
What's
sir.
your level of confidence that you have an idea of where he is right now?
If I knew where he was right now, we would go catch him and bring him back in. What I'm telling you is that I'm confident we will identify where he is. He slipped that perimeter. He got out. We found the vehicle. We found where he abandoned it fairly quickly. I am confident that we will continue aggressively proceeding on this search and this investigation, and we will eventually capture him. I'm not prepared to say that will be today or tomorrow. I don't know, but I hope sooner rather than later.
You have the resources out right now where you found it. Is
Absolutely.
there any confidence that he's in that area? Or
we're still searching. We'll do a thorough search and try and either capture him or eliminate that as a possibility.
What you learned the last few hours, what did you find inside the van, and why do you believe he may have ditched that dairy van?
I don't have a complete counting of everything that was in the van yet. Quite frankly, I've been busy with a number of other things, but I've got some very talented people that are working on that. Some of the folks back here have been directly involved in those operations. What I would tell you is that we take all of that information and factor that in as we go forward. I would also tell you that one of the reasons that I believe he dumped that vehicle was a lack of fuel.
Do you got any indication if there are any other reports of stolen vehicles in that area where you found that van?
I do not have a report of a stolen vehicle. I anticipate that we will.
Are we still at 400 people searching on the ground, or are we up in the numbers as of right now, looking for him?
We're adjusting the numbers as we speak, and again, it's going to be determined by what the conditions require. There is no point in having resources stand around. Conversely, I never want to be in a position where I wish I had more and didn't have them here. So we try and anticipate, and we'll adjust to the needs.
You mentioned that you're still investigating how he was able to breach that perimeter, but have you been able to pinpoint where in the perimeter that he was able to slip through, or general consensus of the area?
I have not been able to conclusively determine that. I have my suspicions where I believe, or how I believe that happened.
Could you share that?
But no. But no, because I don't know conclusively. But again, I knew where the weaknesses were, and I think perhaps one of those weaknesses came into play here.
Lieutenant Colonel, at what point does another agency take over if he is in fact spotted across state lines?
At that point, we certainly have all the federal partners here right now. The U.S. Marshals really takes the lead anytime you start crossing state.
Oh, no.
State lines, and they're here. They're a huge partner in all of this. We work hand in hand, not only when we're doing these kinds of investigations. We have people assigned to their offices that are deputized right along with their deputy marshals, and that work with them every day of the year. So this will be seamless if it ever does transition across a state line. Right now, there's no indication that that's the case, but if it does, it won't change the investigation much at all. It simply we would also then simply transition in another state police agency or whatever, whoever the lead investigative entity is in that state.
Senator, what's your message though to the community? I mean, they've been watching you guys chase this guy now. This is day 11. A lot of scrutiny coming towards your agency that you let him slip through this perimeter. What do you say to the people that are losing faith in not only the...
Oh, I don't know that people are losing faith. I will tell you that I think people realize we have given this a 100% effort. And as I said earlier, I'm proud of the effort that our people have put forth. I'll take responsibility for it. I lead this effort with them, and I'm proud to do it. I appreciate the support we've gotten from the community. I think the community recognizes that in any kind of a major operation like this, there are simply times things don't go the way you plan. That happens in investigations, it happens in manhunts, it happens in all kinds of things. I've had a long career in law enforcement. Rarely do things happen exactly as I plan. That's why if you're smart, you're planning contingencies and you're ready to adapt to whatever happens. This is a minor setback. We'll get them. It's a matter of time. Yes, sir.
Can you comment on why the teacher was arrested?
As was alluded to earlier, there are some immigration issues. Beyond that, I don't have any other comment.
Sorry if you already answered this, but have you interviewed or gotten in touch with the people that helped him in 2021?
As I said earlier, I am aware of that information, but I'm not prepared to discuss what actions we've taken with regard to it.
Two things. You've been getting some tips about a sighting at a church. Can you confirm that?
I don't have...
Going out of a church parking lot?
No, I don't have any information about that.
Any chance he's still in
There's cops there last night.
Up there?
Wait, just one second.
That's such bullshit.
When he is caught, what happens to that sentence? Is there any addition tacked onto it?
He can be charged, and there can be an addition put on. I can tell you that there's already a commitment that he will go directly to a state correctional facility when he is captured, and we'll work through the rest of what occurs at that point, depending on the circumstances. I'm sorry, ma'am. I need to come back here.
Did anybody see him driving the white van? Or could it have been someone else? And he's in Phoenixville, somebody ditched that van up there. Is that the realm of possibility?
No, I'm confident it was him in the van.
Are you even able to establish a perimeter now that he seems to have gone farther?
As I said earlier, a large perimeter isn't the answer in every single investigation or every time or at every point in an investigation. And so we established a small temporary perimeter. We're still holding that in that area while we finish that search. If it's not successful, there's no reason to hold that perimeter. I mentioned to you that there were a number of delays in the reporting of this to us. So, we would look to other opportunities to further the investigation. Perhaps later today, perhaps tomorrow, perhaps the day after, if it still goes on that long, there may be a need for another significant perimeter like we had here. And if so, we will absolutely do that, and we will absolutely do our best to capture him at that time.
I
I don't want to offer any opinion on that right now.
How many confirmed sightings were there again?
You know, I've said before, there are varying degrees of confidence. I think it's fair to say 8 or 9 easily.
Sir, so many people were at the Mushroom Festival yesterday and today, and so many people have expressed how grateful they are to law enforcement coming in, county, state, federal, to keep the community safe, which you have this weekend here in the Kennett Square region. For the people that live here locally, can you give us any insight into where he was hiding specifically overnight? Do we have any evidence of anywhere he might have slept one of these nights, as the effort's been going on since prior to Labor Day?
No, there's really not anything I can disclose now.
From
Sir.
Lakeland to Netmill, he seems to have gone west about 11 miles. He was behind the wheel, as you point out.
Yes.
He literally ran out of gas. So as you try to kind of make up for any ground lost, where do you think he was going if he was going west?
Well, again, I think he's looking for assistance, and I think he had a reason to do that.
Where would be his next stop? Did he not?
Well, I'm not going to go any further than that, but I think that that's a strong motivator for someone if they're
have no
looking for
idea.
assistance.
Question about
Yes.
the church that was at Bonnie Bray Road. There were people who said they saw a white van and another car pull out. Have you been able to investigate that?
We have investigated Bonnie Bray. It just wasn't. I didn't realize that's the church. If you're talking about that, there was an incident at Bonnie Bray,
So
but
is that a confirmed or
yes,
credible sighting?
yes. Just it didn't involve. At least the aspect that I saw did not involve the church.
Was there another car involved with that? People had said that there was a white
No.
van pulling out with another car involved.
No.
Prior to him going to Phoenixville, was there any law enforcement stationed over by his sister's house before this all happened?
I'm not going to talk about where we have assets at this point, but I think it's very reasonable to think that law enforcement assets were, given the number of people we had assigned to this, very reasonable to think that there were law enforcement assets anywhere that it would have been appropriate to do so. Yes,
Can you
sir.
touch on any of the specific challenges law enforcement is going to be dealing with Cavalcante's potential access to the vehicle?
Well, I mean, certainly he is a very determined individual. And so one of the challenges that we face is if people don't heed our advice, and as we had here, a vehicle unlocked with keys in it, that makes our job more difficult, and it makes it much easier for him to succeed in various aspects of his escape efforts. And so, I go back to, we want to make this as difficult as possible for him. We ask for cooperation in trying to do that.
Shortening the perimeter at that time at all?
No, it was absolutely the right thing to do. We can strengthen it as we bring it in. It wasn't a matter of him being outside of the perimeter. He was in there. We had sightings once we had it in there and had the perimeter strengthened. It was simply a matter of you can't guarantee 100% of the time that you can contain somebody with a perimeter of that size even.
So there's video of him and audio of this interaction here that we're looking at. The stills up.
Yes.
But you're not releasing it.
Not at this time, no.
Does he have any
eventually?
I don't know. That'll be to be determined as we go forward. What we wanted to do was let the public know. Really, the important thing here was to let the public know what his appearance is right now. And so we took some of the best stills out of that video. The rest of it is not necessarily so important. This is what matters in terms.
But I asked the command center the other day, why not just be fully transparent about everything that?
Oh, I think we've been. I think we've been exceptionally transparent through this investigation, and at some point, perhaps I will release the video. This has been a fluid investigation. Most of the people in here probably haven't slept an hour in the last 24 hours, and so my focus isn't on how can I maximize the content that I can push out. It's how do I maximize the content that is necessary to effectively move this investigation forward, and that's what we're trying to do with these. We'll make decisions on the video. There's nothing to hide with the video. It's just it takes more effort and things away from the other investigative steps that we're taking. And so for right now, we hurried up and got some stills ready so that we could release those.
Did he have any cartel or human trafficking gang affiliations, or were you confident to say this is a lone fugitive?
He has had gang affiliations in the past. I wouldn't speculate as to what he's
gang
got
affiliation.
Right now.
Does Mexico become a possibility again?
Oh, we've never discounted that, and not just Mexico. We've never discounted that any international escape effort shouldn't be considered. Those are always things that have been taken into account right from the very start. Again, when I talked about having contingency planning, we're trying to make sure that can't happen.
Is it overstating it to say that you don't know where he is right now? Generally, specifically,
No. Do I know a specific spot where he is right now? No. Do I think generally I have an idea where he is? Probably, but not specifically enough that I could say let's put a hard perimeter up right now. Okay.
That general area is East End.
Yes.
So when he was sentenced to prison, why was he not deported back to his own country? Why was a legal immigrant going to be put into jail here where what a paper to be there for the rest of his life?
Well, ma'am, that's not a
great
decision
question.
that I have any input or anything else about. I can just tell you that those decisions are made by judges and others in the judicial system.
Do you still have the same order? Forgive me for not phrasing it correctly, but the order to shoot on site for your troopers? I have still left that order stand that that deadly force is authorized if he is not actively surrendering. And
Yes.
for those agencies that are under the Department of Justice umbrella?
They have their own use of force rules.
And what are they in this situation?
I would let them speak for themselves about that.
Comment on where exactly you believe he shaved in an effort to make interference to avoid capture?
No, I really can't offer an opinion on where he shaved.
You're kind of close to an area with some Amish communities. Have authorities been in touch with them?
We have relied on our partners in local government, at county government levels, through the emergency management folks. We're trying to do our very best, as appropriate, to get information out to each of those communities. Certainly, if we thought there was a specific threat in the Amish community, we would directly focus our efforts there, but we're trying to keep everyone as informed as is reasonable. Yes, sir.
And how are you doing? How's morale with that?
You know, morale is good. There are people have heard me say this in the command post since the very beginning. I've done this many times. Not always to this size and extent, but we've done these so many times. It's a roller coaster. There are ups and downs. There always are. And all of a sudden, it'll be resolved. And there he is. The important thing is, hopefully we don't get anyone in the community hurt, and we don't get any of our people hurt, and we bring this to a successful conclusion. It'll happen.
Just wanted one more point of clarification about the dairy farm.
Yes.
You were saying police were still in the van. The family was inside working, but they didn't notice their van had...
No, the family wasn't inside working. They were sleeping. It was overnight.
Okay. And then so they didn't notice that their van was missing until law enforcement notified.
Correct. In the early morning hours this morning. Okay. All right. Again, I thank you all. We'll let you know as more developments occur, and we'll schedule press briefings as necessary and regularly in the interest of transparency. So, okay. Thank you.
Yo. Well, I gotta call one person on the air because I feel like what they were saying contradicts that dispatch audio. And there's one part here too that I wanted to listen to. I'm gonna call one person. What do you guys think in the chat about that shit? First of all, let me tell you this thing with the YouTuber stuff. I honestly feel like the media over there, they're a little bit salty because these YouTubers have been there first on scene. I mean, I don't know why they're gonna criticize them. They haven't even been anywhere. The only person or media that I seen that was like, live streaming was Fox 29 for a couple of days, and then that's it. There's been media out there, but they're just putting out these short clips. I also feel like they're feeling salty because honestly, these YouTubers are breaking the story before mainstream media breaking it. I haven't seen, and I'm only talking about two YouTubers that I've seen out there, to my knowledge. I haven't watched JLR stuff, but I know he's out there. I've been watching Nick. So I haven't seen Nick do anything. They call him vigilante. I haven't seen him I don't know. Are they walking around with guns looking for him, searching for him? I've seen him. I've seen from what I've seen, the community was kind of welcoming and sometimes I would help out or go here, go there. There was no media there last night when Nick was there. And then the whole thing too, this guy's denies the church incident. This guy denies the church incident. And on Nick's live stream, you see, I don't know how many cops there with guns drawn going into a church. So why the fuck were you there last night if you don't know what this reporter is talking about? Now, I'm not like trying to come down on the police. I mean, I can't imagine the work that is. I just don't like that. Like, it feels like they're not saying everything. I mean, it seems like they're contradicting the 911 dispatch audio. Let me call Mo. But I can tell, like, you can tell that the media is salty. They're salty. They're still doing the old age shit, and they're salty about it. You need to get up with the times. Send somebody out there like Fox 29 did. Do some fucking live streams. Talk with the people. You guys are still doing this 2-minute, 3-minute segment that in some, for like, short videos do work, but people want more. They want to talk. They want to engage. They want to be there for the experience. You guys are putting out these 2-3-minute clips. That's cool. It's here and it's gone. You guys are still in the past. And then you're salty about when the YouTubers are there. And honestly, you know, because the media, you know, they have connection with cops, of course. They talk with each other, all that stuff too. I feel like some of the stuff that they're not talking about, the media's not covering, is because it would paint some of the things in a bad light. They asked some good questions. They could have asked more. They could have asked about this dispatch audio, the supposed 4-hour delay. And this reporter too, like, oh, we heard tips that there was at a church. No, you saw it on Nick's channel. More than likely you saw Nick's channel that they were there by the church. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I have to say something, because if you're going to shit on YouTubers, I mean, they're the ones that they've been breaking the shit before it actually breaks on mainstream media. Yeah. Let me call my friend here. Let's see. Vigilante YouTubers, bro. Hey. Bro. Hey, you're on air. Okay.
They're lying. Well, not lying, but they're covering themselves.
Tell me how.
Happy. It's, you know, the trust of the community needs to be in the police who are conducting this investigation and conducting this search, and being transparent is the best way that they can get that way. Covering things up or misleading truth is not going to help in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
So at 10:30 or 11 p.m., no, it was 10:30, around 10:30, the guy who saw him on his Ring camera called the cops and said he was on his way to the police station to show them the video. He never went home to check his camera. That's what the guy just reported. He went to the police station, showed them the camera, and they said, like, not even 30 minutes later, they said, do not believe it's the same subject, is the exact words that the dispatch said. They do not believe it's the same subject because it was a guy who was clean shaven. They had his description out, everything. The guy said he was a friend of his. He knows who he is. He knows that's him. He showed it to the cops. The cops said no. And so people just went on their way. Even the cops over at Longwood didn't even flinch. Nobody flinched. It wasn't until somebody actually called in to ask for a wellness check on the sister, or the one who has the children, that they actually finally started reporting or actually going to the scene. And then the helicopter started flying over that area, over where the church is. And Nick even got out there before most of the police officers got there. And that was at, like, what, 2:30, 3 o'clock?
Right.
So they're like 4 hours.
Right.
The guy was at that guy's house and nothing happened. And then they say that he stole a dairy farm truck, van or whatever. I almost guarantee you that did not happen this morning, because he was already suspected to be at that dairy farm, last night or the night before?
The 10:30 thing, he was already on camera in Phoenixville, right? Like at 10:30 at night.
Yes.
And they got called. So that van was probably taken last night or something. How did he get all the way to Phoenixville, right?
How did he get there?
Mm-hmm.
And because the dairy farm is right above Longwood.
So what do you think about the reporter, the vigilante thing?
So, okay, so there are miscommunications with when you say YouTuber, it lumps everybody into one group.
Right.
And it's not fair for, I know Nick has a past. I know he has a past. However, I've been watching and he's been doing nothing but being respectful to the community.
Yeah.
He's been nothing but respectful to the privacy of the residents. He hasn't requested any money. He hasn't requested any follows. He only is doing this just to be eyes for the people who are in the community and could possibly be afraid to go out and look. I mean, I'm only an hour and a half away from the situation myself, and I know I don't think so. Now that he has a car, or possibly a car, he could come down here, but I don't know. But even just being this far away, I'm actually relieved that I can see what's going on. Now, there are some people that are there reporting, quote unquote, reporting that, and I'm not going to name names, but there are people there who are reporting that guess. They see something, they guess what's happening, they then report that, and then everybody who's watching them, which are thousands of people, then latch on to that and then report that, which in turn could possibly tie up police phone lines if it's not credible information. What I've seen Nick do is if he hears something or sees something in the chat, he will check with the dispatch, he will check with the actual police officers on scene before he confirms it, which I think it is very good. What else was I going to say? As far as the people like being armed or vigilante type people, I think that and this is no shade if any residents are watching, no shade to the residents that were there around Nick at the time, but there were some residents that did go into the woods with long guns because they were told, and there's miscommunication with the police to the residents as well, because they were told, at least per the residents, they were told that it was okay for them to search in the woods with long guns. Then another state trooper came by and said, no, that's not okay, because people are calling the cops on them, and then the trail cameras are picking them up.
Right.
So it's the whole situation is so fluid, so frustrating, and so crazy at the moment that people are just trying to do whatever they can to help. And it turns out that it either doesn't help, it helps a little bit, it throws them off this way. But the bad part is that Nick seems to be getting the blame when he's literally just standing there with a camera doing nothing.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Interesting, man. Yeah, I'm kind of like a little taken back. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's looking bad. I mean, especially with that delay of response last night. I hope that person that took that called 911 and showed the video, I hope he speaks out somewhere and tells what happened. You know,
I feel like he will. Once this is done, I feel like he will.
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the problem when you're calling. I mean, they got a lot on their hands, police, but when you're calling them and they're just not taking you serious, you know, and then it's like hours and hours delayed because they were so fixated on that perimeter they had set.
Yeah. Well, and the weird thing of the perimeter, it's like, and I know we're not going to be able to see everything that they're doing because, because the, media is not covering it as well as we want them to, and Nick is the only person that has been showing it. But the thing is that, and I know there's another person there, but I am not going to talk about him at all. We only really get to see the perimeter or police on roads. If this dude is on foot, he's not going to be going your roads.
Right.
So it blows my mind that people are thinking, they have the road shut down. Okay, cool. Well, let me just slip through the woods right here. It's a lot of forest.
And what do you think about the sister? You think she was involved? Like, I guess maybe helping him out. Why'd they arrest her? You think she just caught in the? Because I just feel like maybe there was some type of involvement. Because if it was just the fact of like, they just realized that she's illegal, I don't know that they would have deported her. Like maybe they'd be worried about the backlash or something. I feel like maybe she was involved somehow or helping him out. Let me read you this tweet real quick. This is not confirmed. Check this out. Sure. Somebody here posted. So, okay. Bivens confirms that Cavalcante's sister has been arrested by ICE and facing deportation. And then somebody else here says, now that they have confirmed her arrest, I can tell you she tried to penetrate the search area in a U-Haul truck in the first few days of the escape. She's been helping him, according to this person, Mark.
I can't say that. What I can think is whether she was helping him or not, it could be a tactic by police to get them to get her to give information on what she knows because they suspect that she knows more than she's saying.
Maybe to get her to talk more. Yeah.
The timing the timing means that she's somehow connected to this. The timing does not mean that they were like, oh.
I think she had some. I think she probably had just speculation. I think she had some involvement because I've seen stories where they've realized people are illegal, just like with the 11-year-old girl that was like raped and murdered by this illegal guy, right? And now I guess they caught him. That whole community has like illegal people. They didn't go like, you know what, we're gonna deport all of you because you're illegal. A lot of the times they're kind of just people just like kind of like let it go. I feel like she had to have done something or known something or whatever for them to do that. There's no way they're just like, you know what, we just realized this, we're just going to deport her just because.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't just deport her just because. Something had to have happened. As far as what happened, I don't know if a U-Haul was involved or anything like that, but like something definitely had to have happened.
Yeah, Rooster, right? No, Rooster. I was just laughing at what somebody said, but it's true how many. Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, what did you say?
No, I was reading what he said. He said 100,000 people come through monthly to deport, and they're going to deport his sister. I don't know what the numbers are, but I know it's a lot. So I think it's definitely beyond just she's illegal. There's more to it.
Oh, no, absolutely. It has something to do with this. And one, it could either be that she was helping him. Two, she may not have been helping him, but is acting suspicious, and they're trying to get information out of her. So It's definitely, hey, guys, I know that people are trying to help out a certain YouTuber, but he also is another YouTuber. So while we're on Mel's channel, let's just dial it down a little bit when it comes to shouting at YouTuber.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to. We're good. I don't have any issues with people and whatever, you know. We're just trying to tell the story. So,
like, I know he has feet on the ground there. I know, but let's respect Mel a little bit, please.
Yeah. All right. Any other final thoughts?
Well, you know, I woke up with a massive migraine after watching him all night, and now it's like, now that I got on the phone with you, it's like gone. So thanks. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, thank you. Yeah, I know a couple of you, or a lot of you actually were up all night last night.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so frustrating. I feel so bad for Nick. It's like, you should have seen, or I'm sure, I don't know if you went back and watched, when they were like standing there right around the area where what we apparently call Eileen, which is the cone that was there right outside Longwood.
Yeah.
He was standing there, and that's when they got the information that it actually was a good, credible tip as far as over there in Phoenixville. They jumped in the car, they flew down the road, and I know that they said that because it was on camera, it looked faster than they were going, but I felt like we were flying.
Yeah, I know.
It was insane. We were all like, slow down.
All right. Well, thanks, Mo. I appreciate it, man. We'll talk.
All right.
Okay. All right. Bye. Yeah. I mean, sometimes we have like that, this, you know, like mentioning or like promoting other creators, but like honestly, right now, it's just they're part of the conversation. So people mention them in the chat, just whatever, let it go. You know, I mean, people are they're the only ones there on the ground. I mean, you know. So, and there's a lot of information coming out from them. So, let me see what else we got. See what else we got. What a shit show, huh? There is one thing. Well, okay, one thing I'll share with the stream. I wanted to do a short video for later, but honestly, because now we have one notification left, I'll record it, but I'm not gonna post it because we don't know what could happen at any moment, at any time. 1 a.m, 2 a.m, 3 a.m, 4 a.m, anything could happen. So I have. Let me see. I have one notification. Oh wait, do I have two? No, I have one notification left. So I'm not gonna post. I'm gonna save that notification in case something breaking happens. I did want to share something with you guys. Wolfen, there's a couple things that I want to do. I want to show you this interview with Danelo Cavalcante. Mary Wolfen sent this to me. Chris Cuomo did an interview with the Danelo Cavalcante, described as violent by friend of slain ex. There's an interview. We got to check this out. I heard it was interesting. Also, the dispatch audio. We need to get the dispatch audio. We need to go through the different clips and put it together. Mary was sending it to me and she was timestamping, but I'm still very confused where to start, where to stop. I feel like I'd have to like listen to the whole thing myself. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk with her again, or I don't know, Mary, if you can put it like on a text file or something. We need that dispatch audio because I think it's gonna be important with as far as this person that called 911 and showed the video to police. I mean, this person literally had to take himself to the police station to show the video for these people to believe him, and they still didn't believe him at that point. I guess they didn't talk about that, you know. So let's watch this together.
Could help catch that Pennsylvania prisoner, the escapee, on the run. First person to speak out who actually knows the escaped killer, Danilo Cavalcante. Put up his picture so people can remember, because he's got to be in that area in Pennsylvania. The subject of a massive manhunt in Pennsylvania, okay? So, Daniela Hernandez was friends with Deborah Brandau, Cavalcante's ex-girlfriend, whom he stabbed to death 38 times in 2021 in front of her 2 kids. Why? She threatened to expose that he had killed someone in Brazil. He's a bad guy, okay? Daniela Hernandez not only met Cavalcante several times, she considered herself a mother figure to the woman that he killed. Daniela joins us now. I'm very sorry for the loss of your friend, and I appreciate you trying to help us understand the man who did it.
All right, this is a...
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Are you surprised that this guy was able to figure out how to climb a wall and escape a prison and stay away from authorities this long?
No, not really surprised. I think this guy grew up kind of in the woods, and I think actually he probably was surprised that he got out without being seen. But I was not surprised when I saw him climbing the wall like that.
Tell us about this guy and why you believe that the authorities are going to have a hard time.
I think he grew up in the woods, and I think that he probably can stay several days as he is right now, probably hiding during the day and then walking at nighttime. I was surprised to see that he's been going for so long without being captured. I would think he would commit some mistakes earlier than this right now. But again,
tell us why you think that. Tell us, Daniela, tell us in terms of what you know about how smart he is, how dangerous he can be, how violent he can be. What kind of person is this?
He was violent with Deborah. That's all I can say for, the relationship that they had. He did had some, 2 prior incidents of domestic violence against her. She had tried to file for a restraining order, but unfortunately it didn't go through because on the hearing day, it snowed here in Pennsylvania, so she couldn't go to the court that day, and he got dismissed. But he was violent, and one of those days she came home because she was out with her sister, and he bit her lip. and
Oh,
she
shit.
bled a lot and had to run to the neighbors. He tried to lock her up and everything. And then the second time, he actually grabbed the knife and said, "I'm going to kill you." And, she found out that he had another murder already in Brazil. And she tried to use that to protect herself more than anything. She was just trying to tell him, like, don't do anything to me because otherwise I'm going to go to the police. And he only used that against her at the point where the day he murdered her. He just said, if you rattle me, I will kill you. And he did.
Do you think
So he is
that
dangerous.
do you think that he will try to hurt any of the officers, or do you think he's someone who they may have to kill in order to capture?
I think that if he does have an opportunity to get a knife or something and someone is around that he can use as hostage, he will try to.
I mean, he's killed 2 people. I mean, at least the ex-girlfriend, he knew her personally, and he killed her in front of the 2 kids. So, yeah, I mean, he's for sure a danger, and desperate. And like I saw somebody in the chat mention, too, I don't know. Yeah, he was in a gang in Brazil. That's what I'm hearing as well. They were saying that earlier. Maybe, I don't know. The arrest of his sister, I wonder if that's going to trigger him. Does he care? Does he not care?
And I do think that he may be very aggressive or dangerous if they pick him up the wrong way.
Nothing to lose.
And I would say that I wouldn't play with the not killing him or trying, to talk to him into getting out. I believe that he can be dangerous. I don't think he's armed right now, but he really stabbed her 38 times with a small knife, like a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Oh, kitchen.
And we don't know if he may have gotten a head.
I understand.
Gotten one already.
And I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry for the loss of your friend. I'm sorry that you have to live this now with somebody who was supposed to be punished, is now on the loose. And hopefully it ends very soon. But Daniela, thank you for being on, and bless her memory.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was a friend of the victim. Let me see. Chrissy said she sent me a message on Facebook. Nah, I don't know under what name you sent that. My DMs are kind of full. I don't think you have the same name on Facebook. Let's see. Messenger. Oh. Let's see. No, maybe did you message my personal Facebook? Let me take a look at that. Yeah, I can't find it. I don't know where. Can you email me, Chrissy? Oh, I got you. Okay, I see that. I see that. Do you want to call in, or you wanted to talk after or something? She says she's a local in the Phoenixville area. You want to call for the? So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Let me take a look at the map as well here. Let's see if there's any updated stuff. I think because he's now, I mean, I'm very curious to know if he got another vehicle or not, or did he just leave on foot? It's pretty ballsy and brazen to start ringing doorbells and showing up to old acquaintances' houses. I wonder what kind of assistance he was looking for. And then, is he on foot or did he get another vehicle? I mean, he has to be paying attention, I think, somehow to the media. Know what's going on. There's no way he was going to keep this vehicle. Let's see. Okay. Okay, she wants to call. Let me dial in. Or maybe I'll just give it the Google voice. I think that works. I don't have to dial into this other number. I have to head out in a bit too. I have a couple things I gotta do. Send me the number. Okay, here's the number. I'll let her call. Oh, let me get the super chats as well. No patience for stupid. Thank you for the super chat. It says helicopter B407 now circling. Ooh, Nat Mill Road area. Okay, let me try to find that. Let's see if I can pull it up. Oh, this is not loading up. Okay, where's the airport at? That's the airport. It's west. What airplane you said? B407. Flight radar. There we go. Okay. All right. I see it. Thank you for that information. Let me show you guys on the screen. And so hold on. This is where. So this is where the vehicle was last left. Okay, the That Man Mill Road. This is where the vehicle was found, the van. And so now there's a helicopter circling around it. See? Right there. That Man Mill Road. Let me get the other super chats. BC, thank you for the super chat. Says his sister helped him run the first time. Really? Before he was arrested for the murder of the girlfriend. He was found in Virginia. He should just have deported. She should have been deported then. Let me answer this. Hello?
Hey, it's Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy, thank you for calling.
Hey, yeah, I've been keeping up with it obviously since it started. My original thing was he's in blues. Like his pants are blue. He shouldn't be in blue. He should be in red. I think you were the one that was like, why is he wearing like street clothes?
Yeah.
He shouldn't be in blue. He should be in red because unfortunately, Montgomery County, they frown upon you when you smoke the wacky tobacco.
Oh.
And I literally got sent upstate in Pennsylvania for smoking. And I had to go up there for an evaluation. And when I came back down to Montgomery County for another court hearing, they had to have me in reds because I was state property. If you get a high bail, you're supposed to be in reds. This prison blew my mind with how they do things. But
at that, oh yeah, you're right. You talking about when he escaped, right? Like he was wearing. I think
yeah,
he was wearing,
when he originally.
Yeah. That's true.
So like right now, I'm thinking he went through Longwood Gardens. I'm looking at the map, and I'm like, he's from Phoenixville, so that's his area. That's where he's from. He's from Spring City, which is like 5 minutes from me. And I'm in like King of Prussia, Norristown. So my thing was, I think he did the Longwood Gardens. He was like making that circle. When you did like one of your first videos, you were talking about how he's doing that circle. Yeah. I think he went through Longwood Gardens to get supplies. He lives off the land. He knows how to live off the land. He's got experience and shit. So I think he went there to get anything he could use to get him to his home area, which blows my mind again, because why wouldn't they automatically have Phoenixville, Royersford area locked down? Because that's where he's from. That's where he knows. That's where the victims are. So why wouldn't they have that? But they didn't. So I'm like, all right, maybe he's going to go down towards the river and hit Delaware. My original thing was he was going to come back up this way. I think he grabbed all of his supplies in Longwood Gardens, anything he could use to eat, heal himself if he got hurt. He's going to come up here. And now I think he's going to do one of two things. I think he's either going to go to the Norristown Transportation Center area late at night so he can jump on a high-speed line. Might do some fuck shit there. Oh, I'm sorry. Might do some screwy shit there, too. People are like, is he going to hurt people? Personally, I don't think he's going to hurt anybody. I think if people see him, they should stay out of his way.
Right.
leave him go. He's not trying to go back to jail right now. He's running. So he's not going to go right in front of people and hurt people, you know what I mean? Unless you apprehend him, unless you attempt to stop him. If anything, I suggest if people see him, they just stay back, call the police, and try to keep their eye on them, but don't go near him. I personally don't think he's going to hurt anybody unless they try to stop him from leaving, which is what he wants to do. But there's two possibilities in my mind. I think he's either going to go towards the Norristown Transportation Center or he's going to head up towards Reading, which is like 724 is a road that kind of like is border Chester and Montgomery County. So if you take that all the way up, you can hit Reading, and if you take it the other way, you can hit Philly. It goes in, I don't know if you heard of it, Valley Forge.
What was the road you said? Which highway?
724.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
Is Route 724. It goes both ways, and it can you can go right into the Valley Forge Park, which is a brilliant area for this guy to be, or it can head all the way into Reading. If you head all the way up into Reading, you hit 422. That's an open area in a lot of places, but like you head through the city part, and he's not going to do that. So he's going to go on the outskirts of it, which is like Westchester's on the other side of it. Then you have Montgomery County before it, and then when you hit Berks, I feel like Berks, Chester, and Montgomery like connect in the corner, and I kind of think he's going to go around that area.
Wow. Do you think were you watching last night when all this stuff was happening on Nick?
What time?
Like late last night when they saw the body, the video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy because they're like, they got the area shut down. I'm like, are you guys crazy? He just evaded you guys, and you had eyes on him. Right. He is a lot smarter than people are thinking, and I feel like whatever they think he's going to do, they need to think the opposite. Because he knows what they're thinking, and he's very experienced. I mean, you got to think about it. How many prisoners have got out, and they had a hell of a lot more luck finding them, tracking them, getting eyes on them. I mean, all the way down to that Vicky White shit. Right.
Yeah.
You know, they did a lot better, and this guy's smart. He's already at least 4 steps ahead of them. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's real bad. And I think it's crazy that he even got out. I mean, and personally, my opinion, I don't think that guy was looking out for him at all. I don't think that dude had any clue what was going on.
Oh, you talking about the person he rang the doorbell? Or he didn't say he rang it. Maybe. Well, he was talking. They said the cops.
He was talking to that white dude with the shorts on, the ball shorts, and that's exactly why that guy had his blue pants on too. I think he practiced that shimmy up the wall in his cell, and then he's already been there a minute, so he already knew first how lazy the guards are and the lack of. That's the problem. It's the lack of and the lazy guards. And the guard that was in the tower, he's a vet. Like, he's been there for a minute.
Damn.
So,
how do you feel about them firing him?
They already fired him.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Oh, he should have been fired. Absolutely. Okay. He should have either been fired or at least demoted to some type of in-prison job. That is ridiculous. They need somebody in that tower who's got strong eyes, strong ears, quick reflexes, and who is not going to... You can't take your eyes off that camera for even a moment. If there's a tower and a guard, there's a reason. It's not like, it's some min security where you don't need... You've got... Okay, let me not mix my words. The county is a lot different. It's easier for people. It's minimum security, but there's a lot more in there. There are people at the beginning of their trial. There's people that are on edge. There are people who have, trials that are for murder, and there's people that are in there for stupid shit like smoking weed. So the emotions and everything's crazy in there. And it's very, very hard, I guess, as a guard to maintain all those emotions and be able to deal with them. And I mean, my joke was, you should have been in the broom closet screwing around with an inmate. You should have been looking at the cameras, and that's it. That is one of the main things. The guards, they are too involved personally with the inmates. they either don't give a shit or they give a shit too much. And the giving a shit too much is illegal. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to have relations with the inmates. And it's one or the other when you get counties. In Chester, I personally believe that they're just lazy. I believe there's a lot of older guards there. I believe that they don't really have a lot of younger, snappier, you know what I mean? Like ones that are on point. They've got the older generation there, which is great. Well, but I don't think they should be handling certain things in the prison.
Let me add two things. One, so I was researching the prison, and they said that like it was upgraded from like a minimum security to like medium to I forgot maximum, but like it's like a hybrid or something. It was weird. I mean, clearly it's not enough. The other thing I want to ask you too, Wanny was saying, what's the wildlife like out there that you know about?
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, it's you wouldn't even expect it in Pennsylvania. It's sporadic, like Valley Forge Park. If you were to look in Valley Forge Park, there's log cabins in there. I mean, the land is huge. Like, I don't want to say like, the Brian Laundry terrain, but I mean, if you're in a helicopter, it's hard to see just like that. There's so many places to hide. There's so many places to it's crazy. It really is. And there's so much. It's scattered. It's not like it's one area. It's scattered.
Wow.
Like, you've got his area, the Longwood Gardens area, and that's why he went that way. He cut directly through them wooded fields. He wasn't going to go on none of them big roads or go there. It's like cutting across the field. He cut straight across there because he knew the wooded area, and that's what he's going to keep doing.
Wow.
10 to 1, he got to Phoenixville, somehow cutting through that Valley Forge area. And then he's in a little bit of a city. Once you get up, if you look at the 724 map, there's all wooded areas there too. Our houses are all in wooded areas. The best bet is trail cams and shit, like what's going on right now. That's how they're going to keep an eye on him, through trail cams and house cameras and shit.
Well, thank you so much.
Military.
You think they need military? Somebody was saying that they can't bring military into like these domestic type of
They
situations.
might. I don't know if they can or can't, but they can damn sure bring in somebody in camo. They can bring plenty of men in camo and set them up around where they look like regular civilians. Get the damn cops off the street. Stop advertising everything on Google. You know he's got it, and he's not going to turn that phone on. If he turns that phone on, it's going to be ditched, and he's going to be long gone. He's going to turn it on for one reason only: use it and ditch it.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you calling and giving us your insight. She's a local person out there. Some people are asking. She's Chrissy, so she lives in that area.
Oh yeah, I'm in like Norristown, King of Prussia area.
Okay.
And I'm from the Pottstown, Phoenixville area, so like I know all the area. And I personally, I mean, if anybody's in the area that's listening to me, I wouldn't be scared. I'd be alert. I'd be very alert, and I would definitely not try to apprehend him.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it, Chrissy.
You're welcome. Thanks for letting me call in.
Thanks.
We love you over here.
Love you too.
Have a good night.
All right. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye.
That was a nice call. We probably need to do a call-in segment. I don't have time to do it now, but it would be kind of, well, I don't know, the calls we get sometimes. That was a really nice call, but sometimes with the trolls. But it might be good to do a call-in segment at some point. I can't do it now. I don't know, tonight. I don't know. We need to do it, though, while the story is still, while there's still conversation to be had. Let me make sure I got all those super chats. Happy Daisy, thank you for the 7-month membership. Hi, Mel, you've become an awesome part of my day. Thank you. Ken Ginger, thank you for the membership. Chris Sereno, thank you for the super chat. Says you rock, Mel. Bomb Mom K, thank you for the membership. PS, thank you for the super chat. Really nice super chat. For sure, there was a discrepancy in a few places between what he said and the dispatch calls on the scanner, not just the church. True. Brian LaVenture, thank you for the membership. Ruby, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for always being on it, Mel. I love watching you. Tammy Merle, thank you for the super chat. Amazing. At this point, Cavalcante should start a Cash App escape fundraiser. He'd have the money and be long gone for hours before the feds and PN police figured out it was happening. No patience. Thank you for the super chat. Says so much of this information does not line up with the with what Amy said earlier. Am I correct? Yeah, and it's not about what Amy said. It's literally what was on dispatch audio, which you have to be careful with dispatch audio, but it was clear that the dispatch audio was referring to Cavalcante. There were some parts it wasn't, but the parts that were, you can tell, like, it wasn't adding up with what police were saying, the timeline anyway. And they probably don't want to put that out there. Maybe they don't want to put that out there and look even worse, that they, according allegedly to this dispatch audio, it took like 4 hours to go respond. I really hope that person with that camera footage speaks up. I really hope. Jonathan, seriously, thank you for the chat there. He says that I was the one who told Nick the van left when he entered the church. I recreated the footage and told him to check it. Thanks. We looked at that video earlier, and that van doesn't look like it has a refrigeration unit at the top. I don't think it was that one. Okay. Can you please check and see? Oh, okay. Debbie, let me check. Debbie, you said you sent a Cash App. If you sent it to the iCkEdMeL one, just the $ iCkEdMeL, for some reason I lost access to that account, but I'm going to call Cash App tomorrow. It's not like it's just disappeared and gone. I just changed my old phone. I got rid of my old phone number that was linked to that account, so I have to call them to get access back to it. So I'm iCkEdMeL 2, iCkEdMeL number 2. That's the one I have access to right now, but I am going to call them tomorrow. So yeah, thank you for the Cash Apps. Appreciate that. Just a 20 from me and 10 from Maddie. Okay. Yeah, I'll get back to you. Email me when you can. I just have to get access back to that account because I changed my phone number. The old phone number, I just got rid of it. But I appreciate that, and I'll definitely follow up and let you know. Oh, Cash App is down for people too. Okay, yeah, I'll follow up on it tomorrow and I'll let you know. So Cavalcante, no, he's on the loose. The other thing I was gonna say, I think it's not just two YouTubers out there. There's some other YouTubers, and I saw somebody post a clip yesterday. I don't know what the story is, but there was some YouTuber that was at the parking lot, it looks like, of an apartment complex, and some guy came out and was like, yo, let me see where it's at. Some guy came out and he was like, what the F you're doing here? You're trespassing or something like that. So who knows? And it's maybe like what Mo was saying. Maybe they're just talking about one person. I don't know who they're, but when they say YouTubers, it's just like a blanket cover for everybody. So I don't know specifically. Check this. This was yesterday.
Oh, there it is.
Hey.
Oh, well. Oh,
what are you doing?
Oh, shit.
Give me that. What are you doing?
What are you
Shit.
doing?
What are you
I'm
doing?
not going to give you my phone.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Who are you?
Wait, I'm lying. What are you doing?
Who are you?
Uh-oh.
What are you
Tell
going
me
to
who
do?
you are.
Uh-oh.
Come here. Come here.
No. I got.
What's wrong?
Well, what are you doing chasing me
You're
around?
trespassing.
That's my turn. I'm following you now.
I see you.
Well, I'm just walking on public.
No, it's not public. Posted right there. No trespassing.
Well, I came in over here, though.
Doesn't matter. That's
Oh,
not
shit.
public.
Okay, well,
You
sorry
know
about
this is private property.
Oh.
Well, it's a parking lot.
No, that's
Why
parking
are you
lots
getting
are
really-
private property.
Why are you getting so close?
Oh,
Because
shit.
people like you keep turning all this crap into bullshit.
No, I'm doing
and
a true story.
harassing. No, bullshit. You're harassing everyone.
Well, I'm doing it
Well, you're harassing me and my tenants
Well, I
by
apologize.
being here.
All right, I'll take it.
Oh, but this was Idaho, though. My bad. This was Idaho. This wasn't. So he's not over there. I don't know why I was thinking this guy was in Idaho. I thought he was. I thought he was in this place, PA. He's actually in Idaho, but I guess this happened recently. Boots on the ground, gone wrong, I guess.
Get
All right.
out of here. What's your name?
Gray's menu.
What is it?
Gray.
Great. What's your last name?
Oh, don't worry about it.
That guy's following him out to his car.
Get arrested.
Okay. Gee, what a psycho.
Hi. Oh, I'm
A
here
lot of
now.
psycho
Hi.
people over here, I'll tell you that.
Oh, well, hi. Oh. Now I'm gonna
That's
follow
pretty
you.
crazy.
I'm here now. Hi.
Anyways, you can see there where the surveillance camera was.
How about I just rolled it? Hi, I'm here.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, well. Oh,
What are you
geez.
doing?
He got scared and jumped. Oh, Jesus.
Hey.
Oh, well. Oh,
What are you
geez.
doing?
Oh,
Give me that. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you
Yeah, the guy looking crazy too. Like, Here. It's my turn now to stalk you. I'm going to follow you around now. How you like it?
Look at that. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you
I'm not
doing?
going to give you my phone.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Wait, I'm lying. What are you
Who
doing?
are you?
What are you
Tell
going
me
to
who you
do?
are. Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
No.
What's wrong?
Well, what are you doing chasing me
Well, you're
around?
trespassing.
Well, I'm just walking on public.
That boy
it's not
jumped.
public. Posted right there. No trespassing.
Well, I came in over here, though.
Doesn't matter. That's not public.
All right. Let me see what else is anything. So they got the choppers circling around. Oh, nice. Oh, the one thing I did want to listen to, I have to get out of here soon, but I wanted to listen to, where's it at? Not that one. We could do that for another live, but, Fox 29. Fox 29. Live. I just want to hear the one snippet again.
With our federal, state, county, and local partners until we successfully bring Cavalcante back with information is that stressful time for the community. Time or organization.
Slips through this perimeter and then is spotted in Phoenixville. How do you explain that?
Oh, they didn't get the whole thing. Amazing. Let me get the police one. Amazing. They want to get mad. You guys aren't even fucking covering the shit and posting the shit. And the other news media, I forgot what the live stream. They weren't even well, I forgot what channel it was. The news media for the press conference. They were starting like 5 minutes, 10 minutes late and stuff. And so they want to get mad when YouTubers are covering it or whatever. I forgot what station it was. I had to stop watching them because they wouldn't start it when the press conference started. Where's that link? Danelo Cavalcante. I just want to hear one little segment again. There we go. Just a snippet of this.
30 local police. PSP received a call about this sighting and the next at 12:30 in the morning. Eventually returned home via a video doorbell. The keys had been left in investigation over the past 24 hours.
Okay.
Earlier this morning, at approximately 12:30 a.m., PSP was made aware of a sighting of Cavalcante in the East Pikeland area of Chester County. Our investigation yielded the following.
Oh, what's that?
Definitely some activity
Fox.
going on in the, as we showed you from.
Okay.
Occurrences. Sometime during the evening of September 9th, Cavalcante stole a 2020 Ford Transit van from an area approximately 3/4 of a mile from the perimeter we were maintaining near the Longwood Gardens property. The keys had been left in the van, and the theft was not noticed until PSP canvassed the area looking for a possible stolen vehicle after a report of a sighting of Cavalcante in the East Pikeland area. It was determined Cavalcante used the van and traveled to that area. At 9:52 p.m., he attempted to contact an individual he had known and worked with several years prior. Cavalcante spoke with the individual via a video doorbell at that residence and inquired about meeting with that individual. The individual was at dinner with his family and did not respond to meet Cavalcante. Cavalcante left that residence. The homeowner eventually returned home, reviewed his doorbell recording, and called local police. PSP received a call about this sighting.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way the event went down. When we were listening to dispatch, I think he was out eating or something. He wasn't home, and then he called 911.
And the next at 12:30.
And then he went to the police station
in the morning on September 10th, 2023. This was our first indication that Cavalcante had been able to travel from the area of Longwood Gardens. Photos of Cavalcante were downloaded from a video doorbell and have already been provided to the media. And some of those photos are here adjacent to the podium. You will note that Cavalcante is now clean-shaven and wearing a bright green hooded sweatshirt. Investigators were also made aware of another sighting in the Phoenixville area in which Cavalcante appeared at a residence of another old work associate at 10:07 p.m. That associate was not home, but a female resident observed Cavalcante and called her friend. That friend responded to the residence and eventually placed a call to local police. Police investigated and then notified PSP. During that investigation, there was an indication of a white vehicle possibly being used by Cavalcante. An updated photo of Cavalcante was provided to state and local law enforcement at 2:30 a.m. Using the description provided, at 5:20 a.m., investigators identified of Cavalcante was provided to state and local law enforcement at 2:30 a.m. Using the description provided, at 5:20 a.m., investigators identified a vehicle from the Longwood Gardens area which fit the description of the vehicle operated by Cavalcante. Upon contacting the vehicle owner, the owner realized their vehicle had been stolen. Further investigation revealed the keys had been left in the vehicle. Law enforcement nationwide was immediately notified of the theft, and an alert was provided to state and local law enforcement at 5:30.
I don't know, man. Crazy. That's the timestamp at 26 minutes. iCkEdMeL, the original clip. Then again at 28-minute mark. That's a lie, and the next associate. All right. So I guess I'm going to call it for now, so I can go take care of a few things. I guess I'm gonna save the notification in case something breaking happens later. Just make sure you subscribe, turn on the bell with notifications. Nick's channel is pinned to the top, also in the description of this video. If you want to go subscribe to his YouTube channel, he started out on Twitter. He started a YouTube page, and on YouTube you can actually see the horizontal view. Twitter just has this vertical view, I guess. So if you want to get like a wider angle, he's probably sleeping. He was like up all night, and yeah, I don't know. And honestly, if it wasn't for like people on the ground, we would be a lot of the information would be in the dark, because these reporters, they're posting it, but they're on the news articles, but it's like way after the fact. Like we've been talking about this. You guys are just posting it. I mean, there would be a lot that I think we don't know if it wasn't for like people on the ground and also the online community. You know, I don't know if, like, you know, because the media and the police kind of work together, so they essentially can control the information that comes out. You know, so if they want to do damage control, they could, but you know, people are on it anyway. People on YouTube, people online. So yeah, I mean, the media, you know, the media is important, but also the people online are important, or maybe more important. I don't know. The community. There's probably going to be those people that find Cavalcante versus the police. I just hope that these people start responding, taking shit seriously. I'm sure they're probably getting a bunch of calls, but to take it actually serious, not to be fucking 4 hours later, according to that dispatch thing, and not be taking people seriously, because maybe they will take people more serious now. Bailey's Dairy. Oh, thank you for this post. Mo sent this to me. Check this out. Okay, let me just pull it up on this looks like Facebook. Yeah. Let me show you. So the farm where the vehicle was stolen from made a Facebook post. Bailey's Dairy. I can find it here. Here we go. There we go. Let me just do that. Let me take a little screenshot for Twitter. Okay. Boom, boom. Doing a bunch of shit. What a day. Okay. Cool. One more thing. Sorry. Boom. So this post says here, friends, our delivery van was stolen last night between 7 and 10 p.m. While we're still here working, it is believed that Cavalcante used it to flee to the Pocopson area. We are still working with Ellie to help with the investigation. We really do not have any other information at this time, and we're just so disappointed as everyone that he broke through the perimeter in Longwood. We appreciate the community and the continuing efforts of law enforcement. That's it. And look, but 19 hours before that, everyone is still on ground. Night number 10, the Iron Bird in the sky. The farm store will be open tomorrow. So the day before, they're there seeing the helicopter. The helicopters were on them. Fabu was sleeping, yeah. Well. Oh, but yeah, but 7 and 10 is pretty early, though. I don't know. Were they sleeping? Were they not? Yeah, I don't know. They could be. They could be sleeping. Some of those farm people probably go to sleep really early to be up super early, crack of dawn. So, motherfuckers. Live search. How long has this been up? 3 minutes. Oh. You get a screenshot of this. That's searching. Was that searching homes in there? Hmm. Let's find out where they're at, see, right? Oh, that's a better picture. Ooh, that's even better picture. I wonder what house is that. I'm gonna pull up the map in a second so we can see. Yeah, right. They need to be looking in the trees. You know what I need to do? Yeah. Let me get the radio helicopter. Yeah, we're live. I got the chopper up right now. Thank you for somebody on Twitter was telling me. I'm doing too much in the background right now. Yeah, the radio. You find this chopper. Let's see, we'll find this out. Okay.
51247. 51247. Can you start BLS for a severely intoxicated male?
Private owner.
If 51247, okay. Is the scene secure and is BLS sufficient? Yes, fine.
18944, copy rest of shots heard, delivery of number 51, 51, Wycombe Road. Car heard 2 gunshots on the screen, possibly coming from the Top Joy Lane area. I'm only 1 minute.
Okay. Let me just
Unit 2944, caller believes it came from the wooded area. It sounded like there was a honk, the shots, and then a few.
12-4, can you know as well?
Unit 2944,
Any available 3-2 unit? Sam 2.
the chopper left.
3-2 Sam 2. West Brandon 1 is out on shots heard call right now in the rear of 51 Wycombe Road. I want you to be advised they heard 2 gunshots and then a scream, possibly coming from Top Joy Lane about a minute ago. RP believes it came from a wooded area, sounded like a female scream. RP heard a honk, then a shot and a scream. Sees delivery truck heading on Costa. Has a jet direct shot. Direct on the side of it. Okay. Paul 6, I'm headed that way too. Answer 2, Paul 4, Paul 6, a copy.
Shots fired. I don't know. Yeah, what was that? Shots fired. You guys heard that? Somebody told me Joey or Joy Lane.
Unit 2944, looks like you have 3-2 units en route.
Joy Lane.
I'll be around. Yes, bro.
Unit 3, how are you guys?
Pop Joy Lane?
89, I'm good, thanks.
Unit 3, how are you guys? Okay. Unit 944, just advising, Clinic 32 Sam 2 is going to be at Little Condo within Pop Joy Lane.
Pop.
I copy. I'm going to be at the Y-Cone.
Let's see something.
Unit 944, proceeding, so when you're facing the residence, you're going to be coming from the, possibly in area number 6 or 8 Pop Joy Lane.
I copy. Three two units. Looks like it's going to be in the area of 6 and 8 Pop Joy Lane along the wood line. Six. I'm at 55.
Unit 944, okay.
I don't know. Pop Joy Lane, maybe? Any of the locals? Is Chrissy watching? Okay, somebody sent me 6 Pop Joy Lane. Let me see if I can find that. Between 6 and 8 Pop Joy Lane.
Well, review the caller online. Can you ever step out and talk to me?
Ooh.
Unit 944, she's going to be coming out of the double brown wooded doors.
Full form, listen now.
All four, okay.
Full 590, I'm clear of the walk. Okay. Virgin David 60, I'm out. 2 David 60, okay?
Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, it's in, oh, this is kind of interesting. I think the location. Let's see. I'm trying to pinpoint it more. Warnick Farms. Let's see, Warnick. Warwick. Oh, so it's south of it. Oh. South of the farms. Okay, south of the farms. Directly south. Let's take a look. Hold on. The creek, Marsh State Creek. little to the left.
I'm home with the flying car. At 51, I come. If you say longer. Stand by, trying to get that now. Yeah, 15420, copy your stop. 634 Main Street.
It's right here somewhere. Okay, Glenmore, right around here. Water right next to it.
Unit 29 Alpha.
Oh, I'm out with 3-2. We're out for now.
They didn't
All
hold
advised
shit.
that changes.
Unit 29 Alpha, okay.
It's right at the tippy top of this water. Little Constiega. Okay, Little Constiega. So, okay, we're almost there. And 6 Pop Lane. Okay, Poppy Joe Lane. Poppy Joe Lane. This is right here. I can't mark it though. So that Poppy Joy Lane, which is right here. Let me just show you. I don't know if it's anything or not, but this is Poppy Joy Lane right here. So this Poppy Joy Lane is south of where the van was found. Let me remove Longwoods to keep it simple. So this is where the van was found up here north. And these gunshots, which we have no idea if it's related or not. It's south here, 6 Pop Joy Lane in this area, which is right above this Marsh Creek. Really not too far from Longwoods either. It's this road here with these houses. And they said something about, I don't know, did they shoot at somebody on the woodline? But they just said it's a pool party. Cops made contact. Oh, okay, it's a cool, so unrelated? Okay. All right. All right. Let me see here. Got the chopper up here. So let me just fix this up.
Unit 2 Plateau.
Well, dude, can you change this to a diabetic emergency, and I'll be clear.
Unit 2 Plateau, okay. Unit 160 and 30. MGC check for parking site.
Same 30, okay.
Little screen doesn't work though. Oh, it's not gonna work.
You know, 11630, all the regs are attached for you.
Okay.
All right. So I have to head out. Like, I don't have a choice. I have to go do something. I don't know if you guys want me to leave the stream up. I mean, if something happens, I can disconnect the stream. I can't really control the stream, unfortunately, but I can disconnect it. Like if they stop the feed and there's nothing to watch or something. I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, I probably should just end it, honestly. I probably should just end it and come back later. Because I'm going to be gone for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes or so. Leave it up? What do you guys want? You should leave it up? I can make this a little bit bigger. All right. Let me take this off screen. I thought I had a way to remote connect, and I do, but it doesn't give me control of Stream Labs. Let's see.
Flight 1247. Inbound calls pretty soon.
Streamlabs controller app.
We're all clear to the iCkEdMeL. I'm going to follow it. CCH.
Let's do that. Go to Streamlab, desktop, settings.
Flight 1247.
Oh, there's a remote control option right here. Hold on. Maybe I can download this.
One 1773.
Are they leaving? Don't tell me they're leaving. They're there for like 30 minutes. He'll behave. Open in browser. Streamlabs controller app. So maybe this will help me out for the next time. Let's see what happens. I can't believe they left already. I figured they could be up there for like 2 hours or something. I mean, if this chopper leaves, let me see if this remote thing connects. If this chopper leaves, I can just leave the airplane, the helicopter thing up. Yeah, Yeah, they just ended it. What a bummer. Problems connecting. Are you sure you're on the same Wi-Fi as your Streamlabs? I mean, I am, but do I have to be? There we go. Let's configure. Oh, there we go. I can end stream, save replay. Let me see if it lets me change it. This. Oh, it does. It does let me do that. Okay. Oh, that's dope. Well, I don't know, man. There's no helicopter feed, so the only thing would be this thing here, the chopper in the sky. It'd be quiet. I don't know. I think I should end it. I don't think if the chopper was gonna be there, I'd say let's leave it, but I don't know. You guys just want me to leave it like this? No, we could. I mean, if you guys want to, I can go do whatever I need to do. But that sucks. Cavalcante. The chopper's gone. It's Fox 29. And the scanner's on right now. It's just quiet. Maybe I can put it on the screen so people can see that I'm showing it. Yeah, I really think I should end it because I don't want you guys just to be I mean, unless people just really want to listen to the scanner. I don't know.
Flight 2447, we're at the hospital. Flight 2447, okay?
This one moved over here now. Pikeland Avenue. Yeah, I'm gonna end it. I don't want you guys just to hang here, you know. So I'll end it for now. But I do have one notification left. I will be back later. I got a couple things I got to do. Tomorrow's Monday, you know, so I got a few things I got to do. And yeah, I'll end it. I don't want to just leave it here. I mean, if I was gonna be back like in 30 minutes, but it might take me longer. But yeah, at least we have a notification left. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys. Take care. Peace. Thank you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Darlene, thank you for the stars on Facebook. Legendary CEO, thank you for the 6 months. Let me not lead on this computer. I messed it up last time. Thank you for the 6 months. Yo, bro. Appreciate it, man. 6 months and going. Michael, thank you for the super chat. Caddy, Texas girl, thank you for the super chat. Send the laundries quickly. Kyle, thank you for the 3 months. Opinion, do you think he's out of the van? They'll catch him. Or he's still in Ninja Spidey. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to think anymore. If he's got another vehicle, oh, he's going to be gone. Mike dropping mom, thank you for the 14 months. As proud member over a year. Best chat always. Thank you. Mama 3, thank you for the membership. Fanny Pack, thank you for the super chat. Buffalo Calf, thank you for the membership. And we're caught up. Thank you.